Man, the Lamont boys. Look, man, give a hand for them. Y'all, that was awesome. Y'all are just fantastic. A super group, kind of like a Voltron of soul. But thank you guys so much for talking to me, like playing, of course. You like doing that too, I guess.
Dude, this is all. Thank y'all for having us. I feel like I'm at a TED Talk right now. This is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I've never done that like
So
this.
the thing about meditation...
It's 5 key steps in meditation, okay?
5. Okay, what's the first one, Lamont?
You breathe.
Deep breathing.
There you go.
There you go.
And then focus on a goal. We'll get there.
What's
We'll get there.
What's the difference between meditation and transcendental meditation?
Transcendental.
Jesus.
The literal guy over here.
All right, we're not going to do this. All right, you go ahead. I'm not going to derail
Okay,
you.
I guess I'll lead this interview now
Yes.
since I'm supposed to do that. But Lamont Landers Band is here. We have Lamont, we have Jeraven, we have Kevin, and Bowen. Is it Bowen with a hard O, right? Bowen, not Bowen.
Depends on what part of Alabama.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true. There's Boaz, there's Boaz. But
Boaz.
again, thank you guys. I wanted to start with asking about some names. The Lamont name, are you named after someone specific? Like, are you named after a great-granddaddy or something?
No, it's my dad's middle name, too.
Okay.
And, like, as far as I know, my grandma named him after some, like, obscure 1930s, like, crime radio show character.
Okay.
I don't know. It's, like, bizarre.
Was he a good guy or a bad guy? Do you even know?
I don't know. It's Lamont. He's a little mischievous, I think.
You've got fans. They're going to make a supercut on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll see it at some point.
I would be impressed.
But I want to get into a little bit of background. I like to ask people about their first performance for people, whether you were 7, whether you were 9. What was your first like public performance? And we'll start with the big name over here, Lamont. I'm digging deep. You can see it on his face. Going way back.
Like first time, like playing just anything, like performing.
For any, large group or medium group.
Athletically or singing.
No, music. Yeah.
Well, y'all just don't know about my athletic ability, which actually supersedes my musical talent. It's a lie.
He's a weightlifter, but
I am.
mainly.
If you can't
but then
tell,
he also sings.
If you can't tell by this physique of mine, I am a world-class athlete. My first time performing music, like in this context as a band, like playing music, guitar and stuff out, I was probably 19, and it was in Mobile, Alabama at, what was it, O'Brien's or something. Anyways,
Like
I was 19, and they would let me drink even though I was underage, and I was like, this is what is up. I'm doing this for the rest of my life.
And you're hooked on music
was
since
hooked.
then. All right, Draven, you're next. What was your first, like, in front of people? It could be the family. It could be everybody.
Probably, yeah. I've just been around music a lot, but probably performing-wise, that I could think of, I was like probably 5, but I was singing. I was in like a little school choir. I don't know what I was singing, but I was.
So what kind of things were you singing? Can you remember? Do you remember the first song?
Give him a sample.
Yeah, they people want something.
Oh no.
If y'all clap loud enough, he'll do it.
It had something to do with
Peer pressure.
Mr. Hiram Schmidt. Your name was my name too.
Jacob Hammerschmidt.
His
name is
also
my name
Too. Some. Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Okay, now we know. Well, I came up earlier and was like, so Draven, where do I put your vocal mic? Or like, and he was just like, no, not usually. So I don't know what the unusually time where Draven sings. Are you a shower singer?
I would like to think so, but being hanging around them, they would just randomly hear me at right times. And they're like, man, you know.
He's actually an incredible singer. Like, it's just by lack of effort that we have not rehearsed background vocals. But this man is like, he's a really good singer.
I can hold a part. I would rather hold a part than sing lead. So.
I want to see the 4-part harmonies coming up.
All right,
Bowen.
Let's
go.
All right.
Bowen's ready?
Hold that part.
What about you, Kevin? Where's your first breaking in moment?
I was about the same age as Jeraven. I started playing piano because my parents forced me to take piano lessons against my will.
Yeah,
And,
I know, right?
So I was probably
Good
about
job,
5.
parents.
Yeah. I guess I was about 5 years old, and it was like a neighborhood piano class that they had, and I can't remember the song that I played. I'm sure it was...
Remember the composer?
Oh,
it
no.
Bach?
It was something like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or something like that. I don't. And that would be the first time I performed in front of people, besides my family and stuff. And then, yeah, throughout high school, I was in different bands and stuff. And then in college, I majored in classical piano. And then I met this guy and started playing these gigs.
And you're like, thank
I
goodness I don't
ruined
have to
him.
play
I
classical.
ruined him. He was a classical pianist, and I said, no, you're playing funk. I ruined him.
Did you already have a pile of organs though, and like keyboards, or?
No, actually, this keyboard
Okay.
This keyboard I use is really all I've ever had. My parents had a grand piano at home, which I practiced on all throughout childhood. So that's how that's what I used to practice. But other than that, it's just been this Nord keyboard that's got all those awesome sounds.
I thought
Hopefully
it was a
one
Nerd
day.
brand. It looked like it's Nerd.
Oh
brand.
yeah.
Modification.
A little bit of a nerd. Yeah.
What flavor is that piano? Just so you can like set it straight. I mean, it looks like cherry, but
Oh, the technical name? Yeah, blood
no.
red.
What flavor is it?
what-
It's a Nerd. It's a Nerd
orchid.
keyboard. What flavor is it?
I got you. What's the red one? Cherry.
Strawberry.
apple.
Strawberry.
It's a strawberry keyboard. All right.
Strawberry
What
apple.
flavor are your drums, Bowen? They are also red, right? I'm kind of colorblind, so I just kind of.
They're the flavor of hearing damage, hearing loss.
Where did you first find that your hearing was being degraded, Bowen? Let's get right to it.
What?
All right, moving on. Were you always a drummer? Were your parents brave enough to have a drum set for little Bowen to
My sister's 6 years older than me. She played saxophone. To get into dance line, my dad was a drummer, but I started playing violin in 5th grade. So
Do you still do that just in the middle of a set, just to rise up and
yeah, no,
really wail on it?
no, I don't need to do that. I work better with linear things, like drums back here.
Have you broken any violins in the past? I'm just trying to get a.
You know, I
One
still
or
have the one
two?
I started. Not that I know of.
Okay.
I might have. I was really young.
He's not telling y'all that he has a mesh top like the violin player from Dave Matthews Band, and he occasionally will bust that out and bust out the violin.
Does Bowen have any piercings that we need to know about on this one? We're just trying to find out.
No,
None that we need to
my
know
ears
about.
are my ears are as far as it goes.
Okay. Do you put anything like? Because people with gauges, you can put all sorts of stuff. Do you do the pencil? Do you ever freak people out with throw a screwdriver in there?
There was a size where cigarettes would hold like really, really snugly.
It's a fat cigarette.
That's well and gone. I think I can put
You're almost too
A
cigar.
lighter?
Almost.
I hope not.
Getting. Well, I can't really.
The
tell.
older I get,
the more stuff you can
Gravity.
store in your ears.
I'm just
I love doing it.
doing what I want.
Definitely. Well, okay. So moving on from his ears.
This guy.
No, I'm gonna get the dirt on him from you guys. That's how this works. Yeah. You'll
Got
know.
all of it.
See, and this is the first one. Nicknames. Do y'all have nicknames within the band? See, Jeraven, I caught you. You're laughing. That means there's a nickname.
We just call him Bowie sometimes. They get on his nerves.
Because
Bowie.
when I say my name,
Bowie.
I don't speak well to start with. So like, when I say my name at a bar to like a bartender or anything, like I say Bowen, but they say Bowie back to me, and I don't get it. But like, that's been my nickname. So
Just
that's
put on
about
the
as far
makeup
as it
and
goes.
go with it.
Yeah.
Get the star. No one else has nicknames in this band? Come on.
I don't think it's as much nicknames as there's like little moments that we all remember about. We've all had moments of the years where we have done something extremely stupid, egregiously stupid.
And it never left. It was
And-
so
no,
enduring.
So we'll occasionally bring that up to each other.
It's a perpetual.
Randomly.
So
perpetual
instead of
roasting.
just like waking up in the night and you like remembering that thing you did 10 years ago, you like to bring it up to each other to really drive it home that like we remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Are there-
That's me. I'm that guy 100%.
So what do y'all bring up to Lamont to get back at him for bringing up all the?
Oh no, you can tell the one about.
Every story, every time this man has blown his jeans out at a gig.
All right,
and I
all right.
can't-
That's a
I'm-
new problem. It's a first century problem. No.
No, that's.
He can tell the story better.
Is it all types of fibers? Is it only denim? Is it like the latex
it's
blend?
to the-
What
to
are
the
we talking
core.
about?
I have went through 2 different types of fibers of pants. I went through a nice corduroy pant You know, that was first. That was about 4 or 5 years ago.
What stage were you on when your first pair of pants?
No, okay. I was in Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. I'll demonstrate.
Right.
I didn't know there'd be live demonstrations.
All right, so I was loading in for this gig. I had, at the time I didn't have this thing. I had an amp. So I had an amp in one hand. I had my guitar case in the other hand. Walking, and there's apparently a handicap ramp that I didn't see. Imagine this is the handicap ramp.
Okay, that's the ramp he's gonna use.
I don't see it.
Oh yeah.
So I trip, and amp goes flying, guitar goes flying. I fall down on the ground like this. This is like a weird power stance to fall in, but I actually fell more like this. And then I got myself up, and I was like this. And as I got up, I did that. And as I did that, I blew the crotch out of my pants.
Oh, the crotch.
Which, for most average people, would not be a problem. I don't want to.
But
This is the kicker.
for Lamont Landers, the beast.
Here's the kicker. I am not a fan, and take this how you want, people. I don't care. I'm an open book. I'm not a fan of underwear. I've never been a fan of
Oh
underwear.
my!
Constricting.
I thought you were
So-
going somewhere different with
No,
that, but
no.
now I know.
I'm an open book. So
Are
when
you?
Hold
Are
on.
you underwearless right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Now it's all the walls are broken down. We can continue.
100%. Now you know who I am, people.
Very advocate
All right.
for free balling.
So the guy who was in our band at the time, he was this really shy, neurotic, kind of Woody Allen almost-esque kind of guy. And so I didn't even realize that I'd blow my crotch out. And so I walk inside, pick up my guitar, I go inside, do. He's like, hey man, man. I look down, I'm like, oh, yep, there we go, it's out. And I look up and I hit a shirt diaper like this. Like I tuck my shirt in between, cover myself up, and I waddle back out to the car. And luckily I had swim trunks in my car because it was close to 4th of July. So I wore swim trunks to the gig. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. Billy Mays, there's more.
It's the easiest interview I've ever
Yes.
done. This is great.
All right, so here we go. All right, so we did a gig at the Open Bottle last month. Yeah. You would figure that I would have learned from my mistakes.
Oh no.
You know? Your crotch can only come out so many times in public before you're like a sex offender.
True.
So,
That's technically true.
yeah, so, I mean, come on now. You gotta but I didn't do that. I was just, I'm reckless. So I was up. It was hot. It was muggy, and I was admittedly, I like to wear tight pants. Probably not the best call when you're not wearing underwear.
It's a band thing.
So when so I got up on stage, and we were just about to start. And as I stepped on stage, there it was again. It ripped. I felt the back. Now this time my butt crack is hanging out. I'm wearing assless chaps.
Did you change up your sizes after this? This seems like a warning sign.
But listen to me, my friend. I did learn from my mistakes in the sense that I kept a backup pair of pants in my car.
Hey, there you go.
Not some disheveled, dirty pair of backup pants. A clean pair of backup pants.
It's great to know.
And we went on. We finished the gig. So there you go.
Do y'all have a
Yeah. Nice illustration.
applaud him for how brave he is?
Thank
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
We need to start a running count just so we know, so we can keep track and trend this phenomenon.
2 pairs of pants. 2 different areas of my privates have been exposed.
A multitude of people. Well, you heard it here first, folks. It's all out now. But
No
y'all
pun intended.
Y'all, well, at least most of it was out. So, anyways, so your first big show I saw you guys do was a very big show. It was the Apollo with Steve Harvey up there.
Yeah.
Did Steve Harvey give y'all any advice? I don't know why I'm asking this question, but did he just be hey guys, just so? Did he?
It was after the Apollo thing, he flew us out to L.A. for his show. And afterwards, we shaking hands. He's finna go to a dressing room. He was like, I make a lot of blanking money. Chunks of it.
Oh, chunks.
Chunks. And we was like, okay. We
when your football
Just want to break the ice with that one, just so you know.
The
It's
football
thanks,
coach is
man.
telling you we're gonna go out there and do this and that. And we're like, yeah, yes sir,
we
yes,
understand.
you do that.
We're well aware.
I
don't
so
want to
nervous.
I have to capitalize on this moment because it is so much more vivid than they're telling it.
It was
I
right
got
in front
to
of you.
captivate the audience.
Lamont's versions
do.
will follow now.
I got to do this. Well, I was sitting right next to the man. He's all smiles and stuff when he's on the TV drawing. He's like, I'm your man, Steve Harvey. He's sitting there smiling, and the camera cuts. He's like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Y'all gonna be fine, all right? And I'm gonna tell you one other thing. I know how to do one thing, and that's make motherfucking money. Chunks of motherfucking money.
Oh, I didn't know you can cuss.
Chunks and blocks.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but that is real
No,
life.
you're
gotta
good.
get
We're on
it.
the internet. It's all like
That is really what he said to us.
We're gonna get a
it
phone
was
call
him,
Monday.
not us.
Yeah, we might get sued with all of his chunks of money. or
we've
something.
already been kicked off Facebook once, and y'all will not be the reason. You're
Okay.
good. You're good.
I'm sure.
We might be paying him his next chunk of money.
Yeah.
Just might.
The FCC is calling.
But
Did
yeah,
Steve give Kevin any advice? I don't know. Did Steve get to link up?
He didn't really say much to me. He and Jaraven had a lot to talk about, and
TV show.
none of us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jaraven's just a TV man. You got a show? You got to plug something?
I just said I didn't go to college, and then apparently that set everybody up for like, oh man, these bumpkins from Alabama finna go up here and fail. But little did they know, it's Lamont Landers we sitting by right here. So
Oh yeah.
showed him a thing
And you
or two.
blew him up.
If you
So
go
we
back and
did.
listen to like the walkout music they gave
set
us,
him up. Oh.
What was the walkout?
Man,
it
it
was
was
like
like-
it was like
it was like
like
the
boom,
Breaking
like
Bad
King of the
theme
Hill.
song.
Like it was like
Y'all wear shoes? Oh my god.
it
it was
really
like
was.
Wagon
It
Wheel
was-
or
it was
something.
bad.
we didn't know that till it aired, so like a year later. But like
So you couldn't hear it. They were just like,
Yeah,
doo-doo,
it's like we
doo-doo,
couldn't,
doo-doo.
we couldn't really tell anybody.
we had a watch
won.
party. We were like,
They'd
what is
be
this
like-
hillbilly
They would say, "Hey man,
banjo?
how's Apollo?" We'd be like, "Well, you gotta watch it next year."
Yeah,
Say
we-
to
Oh,
we-
does it record that early?
We that
Like
one
a
in
year
that,
in
that one in
advance?
particular did. Yeah, we had to sit on that for like a whole year, like
That's-
just. And by the time it aired,
Did
we
you
were
ever?
like,
Did you
we
get any
forgot.
like really bad gig offers, and you had to like hold your tongue? You're like, what's up, Apollo? And then like some guys like, we'll give you
course.
$4 if you play in my bar.
No, I mean, like, man, I'm telling you, when you're hungry, when times are tough, man, I'll play at a skating rink for $4 and a cheese sandwich.
If the pizza
no.
slices
Yeah,
are
come on now.
free.
Who am I to say no to a cheese sandwich and $4?
We've played a grocery store opening at 8 a.m.
Oh,
before.
Two of them.
Yeah.
True.
Two.
True.
Two.
Dose.
Was it the same? Was it like Piggly Wiggly? Was it the same like
One
brand?
was a Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie.
The other one was a.
They still exist. I didn't know.
In Georgia.
Food line or
apparently.
something like that.
Yeah, the other one was.
Harvey's. What the-
Harvey's. That
It
was
was
it.
called.
Oh, how
Not Steve
ironic.
Harvey. It had nothing to do with Steve Harvey though.
Not
It's a
Steve
different
Harvey's
Harvey.
Arby's, just Arby's at Arby's.
Different
Steve Harvey's personal grocery store.
Well, most bands have been booked alongside a weird band that like makes no sense with them. Have y'all ever been booked like right after somebody, or like played right after somebody that was just like this is a hard left turn?
It's like
Like a metal band or
We played a country gig one time
All
in
right.
Wait,
Tuscaloosa.
oh yeah.
That
was
we
my
didn't-
fault.
We didn't open for someone else, but we played
We
for
put.
what's his name?
We were the backing band. We
For
this,
an artist.
yeah, we were the backing band for a country artist.
Corey Smith. Is that what it
No,
was?
no.
He's
Casey
not
Thrasher.
country.
Hey, no. It was for that famous.
We opened up.
It was
yeah, we
opening
opened up
that
for.
famous
Oh yeah. You're
Corey
right, you're right.
Smith.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, but we have done.
Willie something. I don't remember.
It'll
It
come
was-
around to it.
We have been a country backing band before. Believe it or not, it's strange, but we pulled it off.
Believe it
What's
or
the best
not.
part about being a country backing band, Lamont Landers Band?
When it's over.
When you never have to
The
do
last note.
it. The last note. How do you like playing country music as a drummer?
I mean, it pays part of my rent.
Oh, okay,
I
there you
live
go.
yeah, I play
You're welcome.
Broadway in Nashville, so that's half my income
For
probably.
sure.
So I can't really talk that bad about
Oh
it.
man. Well, actually, I got a question for you in particular. The second to you look scared.
I'm
the
always
second
scared
to
of
last,
questions.
The second to last song, you had that straight up church beat. When did you get that? When did you acquire that church beat? The like
Jaraven.
Jaraven just like handed you the church beat one day.
Jaraven showed me all the gospel
Here you
music
go,
that I know.
Church beat.
That is the best.
Oh.
That's the best secret for any like soul band. Is like, yes, just do these two chords and then go crazy. And it's the best.
Gospel music is amazing. I mean, if you haven't listened to it, like
Yeah.
whatever
Oh,
jiving, like that's probably the most talented bunch of musicians, just all over the place. So
Oh, for sure.
The Bible Belt.
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's about a feeling.
So, Jaraven,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
introduced him to some stuff. Are there any like artists that you can point out that are like just wrecking it
I don't
on
know their
gospel?
name.
That
Timmy.
he put me on.
Oh no,
You put
me-
him on the
Oh, did I
church
put you
stuff.
on?
James
Yeah, that's what I was
Fortune.
trying to
Man,
see. Like,
Yeah, Bowen actually taught Draven all about gospel music.
Yeah, I
All
told him
the
about
bad.
It was pretty
everything.
impressive.
He didn't know Jesus till he met me.
I'm glad you straightened this
Like
man
to meet our
out.
Lord and Savior.
I see more Christian tattoos now. It's all making sense. Yeah, it's like I just messed it up. Can I ask you about your tattoos? I shouldn't do this on live stuff, but
He got the most tattoos out
Nothing's
of
vulgar,
me.
so no.
okay.
Vulgar?
It's not vulgar, so I can't ask about
No,
it.
you can't. No, not. You can't. Just
Okay.
tell him about
Even the stormtrooper.
The stormtrooper I got.
He's got a tie.
At
Show him. Can you show him the stormtrooper with the tie?
Sure.
There you go.
so the tattoo artist works at the Campus 805. It's up at second floor.
They have everything.
Right? They have a,
They have a
speakeasy. They have
tattoo parlor. I didn't know.
They have an
Okay.
an art room for kids and stuff, and like a game room and everything.
So
But,
you're watching the kids finger paint while he was like,
I'm trying not to cuss while I'm getting my arm tattooed. That's what I'm trying to do because I'm a wuss. But so May the 4th be with you is usually a pretty rad tattoo day.
Yeah.
She couldn't do it, so she had Revenge of the 5th, and that was my Star Wars tattoo. And then the really bad teeth, that's a Friday the 13th.
they don't look that bad. Oh, they're the fake vampire teeth. That you
Yeah,
guys
they're like
can't
the
see.
ones you buy in the machine. There was
Is there a story behind that one?
it
'Cause
was
it's
it was Friday the 13th, and that was $20.
oh, all right.
Don't.
That
Hey,
sounds like
he's an
excuse.
economical tattooist. He's a
I-
tattoo enthusiast. I don't know. What do you call a tattoo
There's like-
person?
That one didn't. I have a weird position on that. Like it's one of those day tattoos. It's $20. Like if it doesn't look like somebody burnt it into my arm, then
As long as you don't put
Okay
it on
with
your
it.
face or neck, and it's $20.
they're
You're
looking at
good.
me like, "What did you just say?"
Do you guys have ink? Are you guys?
I'm the only one.
I
What?
don't.
Oh wait, no, yeah, the
All
guy who's
right.
faded.
What's that? What's that?
It's just say music over everything.
That's
And
a good
about,
idea.
That's my good motto right there. That's my.
I have a tattoo of Willie Nelson's face on my ass.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Very much so.
Sometimes when your pants split
No,
just at the right
no,
moment.
No, we're
Oh yeah, I keep,
we're on
I keep-
TV.
I keep cussing. But no, I would say Bowen's got a lot of tattoos, but most of them have meaning. They're all. I think all of his tattoos are really cool. The fangs always threw me off, though. I always thought the fangs. threw me
That's
off
the
a
only
little
thing he's
That-
roasted me on.
It's just blue.
bit. Yeah,
like-
I just didn't get it. I was like, oh, it's $20. You put that on your body for $20?
Kool-Aid jammer.
It's a pretty permanent $20.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's doing really. How old is it?
Oh God, 2 years.
See, and it's looking great. It's looking
Yeah.
great.
That people ask
Invest,
me,
Lamont.
they ask me how old my tattoos are, and I'm like,
If you're
Just
looking
start
at,
putting the dates on there. It'll be fine.
I go back to the first one, and I'm like, that's
in terms of like investment, I mean that's a pretty solid $20.
compared to the other ones that didn't cost $20.
We'll get into the number
Yeah,
crunching
yeah.
later. But
Yeah, that's
I've got
good.
a question for all of you guys. Does Jaraven have a bass face?
Draven,
If
No,
you're a
he's-
musician, you know about bass face.
Draven, you have to listen to him play, and then you can't look at him because there's like a disconnect between what the heck he's playing.
And it's-
then
Is he
what
one of the
his
guys who
body is
looks up
telling
in the
you.
sky, like stares at the brightest light in the room, and is just
Like the first gig I played with him, he sat in with us like for a set, and like I'm looking at him, and I'm seeing this calm, collected person, but I'm hearing this like rage of notes and just groove and stuff, and it just doesn't make sense because usually those people that are aggressive have the face with it.
they look angry and they're like crouched over. And
See, but that shows how truly good he is because he's so
Yeah.
relaxed. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people tense up when they're playing that fast or playing that
Right.
intensely. And he's so calm. He's like a human computer when it comes to bass.
We've never told him this to his face, so he's like trying to
Thank you,
process
guys.
it.
oh yeah,
Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
it's a team building exercise. That's mostly what we do at Spice Radio.
Yeah.
We do team building exercise. It's good. But every band has a car story. I wanted to ask you guys if you have any music related or just car stories that are good.
We drive our he rides with me, and then Jordan and Kevin drive separately. So there's probably a lot of car stories. but
Oh, so
Kevin can start that.
We only had like one trip, and it was recent, where we all got in the car together and we went to Wisconsin. But really,
you learn so much about
Yeah,
each
it's
other,
like-
right?
Jesus.
I just learned that I don't like rides to Wisconsin. That's the only thing I
No,
learned.
it's because the
really.
van we rented, like, it was like one of those, a Ford Transit. So if you sit close to the front, of course, it's going to be a much smoother ride. The further you sit in the back, there's no shocks in that thing.
You're just bouncing.
Oh, it was
bouncing.
every little bump, dude. It's crazy.
And it's like
You've got a
this-
bump.
yeah.
You've never had like a car give out on y'all on the way
Kevin's
to
car
a gig
blew
up
or
on the way
anything.
back
I'm like,
in.
that. Your
Yeah,
car
one-
was bumpy. It's
one
like you're doing
weekend-
good.
Let's see. One weekend we played in Auburn. I think it was just a trio, us three, without Jaraven. But we ended up playing like a gig that night. Had to drive through the night to play maybe it was in Florida,
Orange
down at the beach.
yeah.
And then we were so exhausted, and after that, we're driving back, and we're in between Mobile and Montgomery, which is one of the most boring stretches ever. And my car just stops moving, and the engine is completely dead, and we're just stranded. And then we had to get a tow truck. It was just a whole thing.
Did you make the gig? What happened to the gig?
Yeah, this was on the way
After the
home from the
gig,
gig,
yeah.
thankfully.
Oh, on the way. Oh, okay.
We've got your car's got some.
Oh yeah, I've
stories.
already went over with him. Like my car's got mold and like
His car
yeah,
has
yeah.
problems I didn't know a car could technically have.
A multitude of issues.
Here's the thing, though. My girlfriend's friend has a car just like his. It's like a carbon copy. It's the same rust.
But it's in like
mildew.
pristine. Oh no.
No, it's the
man.
same car. It's the same exact car.
Is the same busted window? Because I knew there was something.
That
about
was that was
Oh,
my
by
fault.
the way.
Yeah, tell that story.
Here's
That's
my
a good
turn
one. I had to put
to be
my
By
mom
roasted.
in
the
the
way.
car.
All right. So the reason why that window's busted out, it's not necessarily Bowen's fault, but
It's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault.
all right. So
Bowen had something to drink, and
no, no, no.
then he had
No,
a tattoo.
no.
no. It was
His keys were locked in his
yes,
car.
I locked my keys
Yeah.
in my car because my bass player walked up to me and was like, "Hey man, this lady at the store, he's drunk." He's
Not
like,
Drake.
Not me. Not me, ladies.
Former
Talk about a third
former bass
person when he's
player.
drunk. It's just a different
Former
animal.
bass player. Disclaimer. Former bass
He's a
player.
different guy.
He walks up. He's like, "Hey man, this lady at the gas station won't let me get these cigarettes for $1. Will you give me some money?" And it's like I had food in my hand, and normally I got my keys and all my stuff together. So I give him some money, and then I just forget my keys are just sitting right there in my seat. So I get out of the car, lock the door, slam it, and I'm locked out of my house and my car. So there's no one around. I called AAA. I called all the locksmiths in town, Tuscaloosa. This is like 2 a.m. Nobody. And then there's this random security guard lady patrolling around my complex, and I was like, "Hey, lady, I'm locked out of my car." She's like, "I can bust your window out for you." I was like, "Okay."
And then comes me.
And then Bowen was like, "Bust the little window out. It's the cheapest one to fix."
That's not true.
Turns out it's the most expensive window to fix. But the lady, takes the gun, just hits it with the butt of the gun.
Okay.
Pow,
Oh,
pow.
it's-
And I've still
Just
got.
pops a cap. And
I mean, that was just right.
That was
And
4.5
blast
years
2
ago.
or 3 through your car
Yeah.
into the engine block.
That was
Yeah.
4 years ago, and there's
Through
still
the
duct tape
window.
on the
Yeah.
Did she
same
take
window.
the bullets out of the gun before she started like whipping?
No,
it?
she took the clip out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the one in the chamber, was that still in there?
I mean, that's
How close to death were you guys?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. We should call this woman.
that night. Maybe not. But
But yeah, we got car
You know.
stories. We got car stories.
It sounds like it, yeah. But please donate to Lamont's car fund, please, because he's got mold. He's got mold.
Yeah, I've got you ever heard of damp rid? You know what that is? Damp rid. It's like a desiccant. You know what that is? It's like it soaks up all the water and stuff. I got about
It's like what they used to mummify people with, I think.
sure.
like,
But I've got about
That's random.
six tubs of this damp rid stuff in my car, just absorbing all the moisture, getting all that mold out of there.
Does it work?
No, it doesn't. But
he's still alive.
This show not brought to you by Dampridge.
yeah,
Smells nice
damp rid.
in
Get
there.
your stuff together.
Dampridge. We'll get. So I got a music related question for you guys. If you could open for one band, past or present or future.
Oh God.
If you want to invent a band, all the rules are broken here. Go for it. Like which band would y'all open
Is this
for?
a collective answer?
Yeah. Like talk amongst yourself.
That's gonna take. How long is your
We all
podcast?
gonna have
You've
different
got-
opinions.
You've got 30 seconds. Just go ahead, leisurely 30 seconds.
I'm tossing Prince in the.
Oh.
bucket,
No, I don't
of
wanna
course.
open up-
Prince
I
has
don't-
a production.
I don't want to open up for Prince or
See,
James
that's the
Brown.
thing. That's
Like,
why I
I don't
said
want
we
to.
gonna
I don't
have
want to deal with
separate.
that.
See, I tend to just go for folks' heads. So I don't care. If we ready, we ready. So
You
then
going for Prince's
They're gonna
head?
have to come after us. That's how I be.
Bowen,
feeling.
you don't think you're ready for Prince, or you just like
I don't-
it's just too much theatrics? Like what's? Are you not ready for Prince?
I've heard too many
no.
stories about Prince and James Brown off stage. I don't want to deal with that crap. I'd rather just think positive thoughts about who, I love them as artists. I would not want to open up for
What about
them.
Kevin? Kevin's so silent. I had to get something
know,
out of
I'm
Kevin.
very
Who are you
shy.
gonna open for?
He's chilling.
You got a lot of brains under all this frizz. I know it's in there. Who is it?
Stevie Wonder probably would be incredible.
yeah.
Never,
That'd be
never
nice.
gonna happen, but my goodness, that would be amazing.
We right up our alley, I believe.
Lamont's been over there thinking hard.
There's a lot of good ones.
No, I just don't want to just trample over everybody and just bulldoze the conversation because I've got something that I really want to tell everybody. It's not worth saying at all,
Yeah.
but I really got to tell you. All right, so there's an album by James Brown.
God,
called-
oh yeah,
Hold on.
this is so good.
There's an album by James Brown called Sex Machine.
Pull your phone out right
Sex Machine Today, okay? That's the name of the album. It's like mid-70s. It's like his PCP era where he's like doing a bunch of drugs.
Oh yeah.
But the
more the merrier with James
the
Brown.
first 5 songs on the album start just like this. Every single one of them starts just like this. Ow! Sex Machine!
Everyone but two.
Every single one of the songs.
But two.
Is it different
There's
takes,
two.
or is it just the same sample,
I
just
think
like
it's the
crammed
same
in
one.
there?
I think it's the same sample.
Oh, I'm pulling it up right now.
They just used what they had.
I'm pulling it up right now.
That's something James like just demanded while he was moving
Look.
constantly. You
I
know, he's
got
like,
it.
"No, use the same one.
I got
use
it
the
right
same
here.
one."
I got it
Yeah,
right
go ahead and play it up.
Sex machine.
But that's funny, but check this out.
This is the next
That's
track.
the next track.
Sex machine.
It kind of sounded slightly different.
Sex machine.
Yeah, that's the same one.
right.
That's the same one.
All
There's
but
only
two.
2 left. No.
No,
So before we go, we got some questions. I collected a few from the audience, and I think there may be a few more. People want to know where Draven got those overalls, man. I want to know that too.
Ooh, hot.
Can you give away these secrets?
Hot shower, hot grip. I think honestly,
that's
because I'm a peculiar shopper, and
Let's go to the checkerboard section immediately.
I believe I got these from Forever 21.
yeah, I've seen them.
I could be tripping and just
You right? I've
blanked
seen.
out, but I think they are there.
I've seen the ones like, but they're like overalls, not shorts.
Oh yeah, I got like 4 pair.
Draven uses eBay a lot
stay
for a lot of
mad.
his
Yeah,
clothes, though.
yeah.
I will say.
Okay.
Shouts out to
He
eBay.
searches.
Do you
But it
what about shoes? Do you have like a pair of shoes that you love so much you like wore them out? Mm-hmm. Like you eBay'd?
If you go over to his house, he's got about 45
Yeah,
pairs
I
of
got-
shoes. on
Okay,
the
he's a
floor.
sneakerhead now. We know.
I got like a storm shelter of shoes.
Storm shelter.
Because it's like if everything else goes, as long as I got some shoes, I'll be good. You know.
These got a label on them. Like I don't know much about sneakers, but these one are like they've got official print on it. It tells you what they are, the time,
Yeah,
1985, Air
these
Jordan
are-
ones.
Cliff note.
These are the off whites. These cost a lot of money. But
How much compared
off
to the
eBay.
compared to the overalls? What was the?
oh man, that's a
Couple
nice-
zeros?
Yeah, that's a nice plus minus right there.
Forever
But
21.
actually, since I got these off eBay, somebody probably already had them, and I was like, ain't nobody gonna care if somebody wants.
What are the sneaks that you have that are so sacred you cannot wear them?
Oh man, I probably still haven't worn 'em. That's probably how.
But can
sacred
you?
they
But
still-
do you know which ones they are? Like, can you tell the
Yeah,
audience?
I'll probably bring them out like when I'm at my grandma's house for Christmas or something.
Oh, wow.
So she say I look nice.
They're formal sneakers.
Oh no.
They're formal shoes.
Oh, man. Cause see now I got like 5 pair that I'll just put on ice. You know, like these. I brought these out because I haven't worn them in like a week, so I was like, we're gonna break these out for the week.
So what's the grandma shoes then?
Oh,
What are they?
grandma
Are they just like
shoes.
wingtips or what are they?
Oh no, they.
I'm curious.
Probably some type of Jordans. more than likely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Super rare.
more than likely.
Lamont's got some good sneakers on.
Those are
They're
cold.
unique. Yes, they're unique.
Those are from the
Reeboks.
UK, aren't they?
Yeah, I got them straight from the UK.
Kevin got the shoe game on lock too though. He be coming with some heat. I'll be like, okay, all right, I gotta show out next
It's all
year.
all inspired from Draven. Honestly, it really is. I didn't even.
Just copy like next week you're wearing the like checkerboard and you're just.
I know.
Oh,
Don't it look good, guys? Yeah.
I got to be careful.
Draven has made us all cooler.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
a fact.
Fair.
Upgrade.
It's like
did he go through? Did he ever stop you guys? And be like, guys, come on.
No,
just so you.
not at once. He
it's
saw,
subtle, it's subtle.
He saw the dumb stuff we were wearing, and he didn't say a word about it. He was super polite and nice. Like, if that's what you guys want to wear, go for it. He didn't say anything about it. But then slowly, I noticed, I'm like, this guy's super cool looking.
It works because it's like somebody
I
gotta.
thought you said
Somebody's got to straight these
somebody
guys out.
gotta do
I
it.
thought you said it's worse.
It's worse.
I thought you said it's worse.
All right, we got another question from someone in the audience. Was for Lamont, whose music collection did you listen to all the time when you were a kid?
Both my mom and dad's.
And what like time range was this music from?
60s to 90s. Like I mean, at the time it was the 90s. So it was from the 60s to the 90s, and like my mom listened to it was like she loved Stevie Wonder, she loved Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Bill Withers, all the soul stuff that I really like. I got from my mom, and then the guitar stuff was all my dad and stuff. He I've said it a million times, but like there really was when I was a kid 3 cassettes that he would just beat to death, and it was. It was Skinner. You gotta play some Skinner.
Gotta have that Skinner.
Allman Brothers and Stevie Ray Vaughan. So it was like nonstop, way too loud. I remember riding around with my dad and his like Blazer and being like, "Turn it down, it's too loud." It was ridiculous. But now I'm that guy, and I'm also deaf too. So
Yeah, you play on the big stage 10 or 5 times. I don't know how many times it takes, but someone's monitor is going to blast you out.
Oh
So
man!
these
Oh
sound
no,
systems
it's
are gonna
worse when
blast
you
out.
got in ears and somebody's
Oh Lord,
they peak a channel
it's gone.
and then all you hear for the next 5 minutes is
So
Yeah, that's happened.
I got another question for each of y'all. Hot minute here. What are you binging, Lamont? What TV show, what movie are you binging right now?
torrent.
How low can I go? Man,
What have you been torrenting?
dang. I do torrent. I'm sorry.
You've been LimeWire.
We are
He's
online
letting
right
it
now.
all out.
I've already gotten like notices from my ISP being like, "We know what you're doing.
Sorry, I don't.
Please,
But never music, guys.
please, please stop."
I don't know the
And,
severity.
I don't know. If somebody wants to steal my music, go for it.
At least they're listening to
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Who am I to stop you? It's not like I'm making much money off of it, anyways.
What's the last thing you were watching?
Let me answer that question, buddy. What was a good show that was just on? I was just watching.
Is anybody
You was
else
watching-
ready yet?
You was watching
I'm
Chernobyl.
Yeah,
No.
No, they ain't no show.
Chernobyl.
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 I had the only one
Ginobili,
I can
you
say
know.
that I finished the last season of The Handmaid's Tale. I just finished that. That was good.
All right. Very, scarily, like...
and Barry on HBO. That's
Barry,
great.
that's about the, contract
yeah.
killer HBO show.
It's dope.
Okay. Jeraven, what have you been jamming on? What you been watching?
Man, I've been watching this show on Netflix called Wentworth. It's like this
Wentworth.
Australian version of Orange is the New Black. I was like,
That
Black
sounds
is the New
way
Orange.
better
What is
to
that?
me.
Black is the New Orange.
That sounds
Black is
so
the New
much
Black,
better.
y'all. But,
Good.
it's hectic. Women prisons
Well, talk
are hectic.
Talk about like crazy level. Australia's got the crazy level
Australia,
in
they-
spades.
Man, dude, they had like a kangaroo shank a lady. No, I'm messing with you.
Is there a lot of special effects in this show? Like, what's going? Do they use real kangaroos?
I mean, no,
budget's
but
huge.
it's standard drama, yada yada. But you just get real sucked in because I'm a sucker for accents. So
It's
you
a
know,
standard
they be-
drama where people
Like
are
they call
shanked.
people snitching laggers. And I'm like,
Liar?
yo, laggers. They be
Laggers.
Like, he's a lagger. I'm starting
Liar?
using that. And everybody gonna look at me crazy.
Kevin, what's up with you? What have you been?
I've been watching Unsolved Mysteries, the one from
Yeah.
the 1980s
Oh,
with Bob Stack as the
Oh,
host.
yeah.
I'm on
guy.
I'm on season 2, episode 11 right now, but there's like 13 seasons of it.
Can you do
It's
the intro
really
for us?
good.
Because he's always like, tonight on... I can't remember how he talks. It's been too long.
He's always like, you may know someone who did the murder. Maybe it's you.
but maybe not.
Maybe.
But
Have
I
you blacked
love that
out
show.
recently?
Have I what?
You said, have you blacked out recently? It could
Oh.
be you.
It could be
In
you.
northern Michigan 2 years ago.
Maybe it was me.
That was the real twist. We found out all
Yeah.
those mysteries
He did it-
were
he did
him
it
all
all.
along.
Yeah,
That's why
but it's
they
great
want us
because
all.
now it's like 30 years later, so a lot of them have been solved, and they have like an updated version of it, and so it's really
they put that
satisfying
into
to
the,
see.
do they
yeah,
put
and
that
they
in the
added
episode?
in
Wow.
every episode, so it's great to see.
So they're
these
either
people
really
behind bars
sad
that
or they're
murdered
really impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them are still unsolved. That's really scary.
Yeah.
That'll keep me up.
Bowen, what you been?
I'm way behind on this. I'm on the first season, but I'm watching Handmaid's Tale. And then I'm watching. So I like comedians in cars getting coffee. That's my go-to. And they just have a new season or whatever you call it. That's my thing. So
That's what is that Seinfeld's thing? I'm really
pretty
bad at
terrible.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
over there. That's about the only
They
reason
get in
I
the
checked
car.
it out.
Where is
get
Handmaid's
coffee.
Tale set? Do you know? Is it? I
It's
know
dystopian.
Boston. Dystopian Boston.
is that, oh,
Good one.
see, I'm I don't know. I'm in the first season. Yeah. Oh, I've heard. I have heard. And the
So-
first season is in itself.
It's a slapper. That's what I've decided I'm calling everything now. It's a real
That was
slapper.
that
real
was
slapper,
that was
eh?
the word.
It is a word. And I'm going to keep using it. Is there anybody who would like to ask any questions before we get out of here?
And how are y'all? Are y'all doing good? This is my last
Yeah.
one I ask you. Are y'all doing good?
Hey, Thomas, can you get the mic and just see if anyone has any questions?
Can we get you guys a water,
It's like talking to us.
Can we get y'all a... Yeah.
a cocktail?
Is anybody,
You can also stand up and walk over there if you want, but Thomas will try and bring it closer to you if you have one. Does anyone... Just raise your hands if you got one.
I mean, you don't
Hey,
even need a
Lean, do
mic.
you have
We
any of
can
those
hear
written
you.
down?
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around, by the way.
Yeah,
I
y'all are
really
the real
appreciate
MVPs.
it. Just for an interview.
We have friends.
Is it anybody's
Friends,
birthday in the
friends.
house?
Whose birthday?
Anybody's birthday?
That's such a
Everybody birthday.
obscure but
Anybody
not
had a
question.
Yeah, buddy.
Had a birthday this year.
He was talking. He was talking on the way over. He
Somebody.
wants to sing "Happy Birthday" to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So, last question before... Well, Eileen, are you asking questions? You got it, Clay?
No,
She
come
got
on, ask
scared.
her. Come on,
We'll
ask
just
her.
read
Don't
off.
get
Give me that list.
This is like youth.
I'm
group.
more
There's
nervous
only
than you
like
right
20
now,
of us
so
here.
It's just us in here.
I mean, and the internet for all time, but other than that,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Damn.
just us.
Come on.
It's just come on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna laugh and point. I'm just.
It's scary when you're talking to a mic.
There was a couple of people asked us earlier.
Can we get a box?
It's funny when people who don't sing, they walk up to a microphone stand like, I can't touch it. Will you fix it for me? It's like,
Oh yeah, they don't.
you're like, oh God, is it gonna bite?
I like when they keep moving it closer and they keep moving away, and you're like, the sound people are just getting
I'm sorry.
angrier and angrier. All right, Aileen, what do we got on? What do we got over there?
This is a big question. I can feel it.
Oh, you got it. Come on. You got it.
That's too much tension.
Lamont,
Yes.
how do you like to be comforted when you're sad?
Oh,
Oh, that's so
Great
sweet.
question.
beautiful.
Hugs
Very
from me.
thoughtful.
Oh my God, this is like the sweetest question I've ever heard in my life. I don't know, like, you know,
Have you ever listened to Tom Waits?
Bowen, did she ask you how you like to be
I
comforted?
have to give you my answer.
We know what Bowen needs.
Well, since you asked me and not Bowen, I will tell you personally, it just depends on, you know, it just depends. Maybe sometimes I like a nice hug. And then sometimes if I'm angry, sometimes sadness can translate into anger for me. And if I'm angry, then I'm like, get away from me. I can do this on my own. I'm tough. And so it just varies. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But that was a very sweet question. I know I did not answer your question at all.
Yeah, I don't know how to diffuse
So-
Lamont's
Surrounded.
anger. I don't
somewhere,
know.
Somewhere
is
between
dangerous.
somewhere between hug me and get away from me.
That's a new,
So either
that's
get
a new
away
song.
from you.
Like maybe like hug me and then just kind of feel out how I'm feeling, and then
What?
if it seems like I'm open to it, then go in for the full hug. But if I'm not feeling it, just get away.
Nobody's gonna.
All
hug
right.
you.
We've got a medium on that. A lukewarm hug is what
Yeah,
Lamont wants.
just-
What's the
just-
next one, Aileen? What do you got?
Test the
Kevin,
waters.
what is your favorite food?
Oh,
Yo, I heard that.
now that's the eater.
Now we
man,
found
right here.
what's going to make Kevin talk.
This is the
Let's
man.
see. I love Indian food a lot. I don't eat it that much, but it's probably my favorite when I am eating it. I love Italian food, Mexican food. I don't.
He likes
It
food.
really depends on the day, I guess.
He really
I
likes
really just like food.
He
I
likes
like-
food. man. He's a
If
fan
it's
of
edible,
food.
I'll go with Indian. That's probably my favorite. Yeah. I like spicy stuff too.
Ask me
Oh, spicy. Are you
ask him what food he
Vietnamese?
likes the least.
Yeah, what food do you hate the most?
Fruit.
Oh no!
It's really bad. I know.
That's a pretty wide thing.
No,
What about
I've
tomatoes?
learned to like grapes and apples now, but as a kid, I never ate any fruit. And
But you eat
I
your-
don't know
you-
why.
you eat
I wish I
vegetables.
loved it. I love vegetables. I'll eat
crazy.
vegetables all day long.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
let's balance it
What a
out.
weird kid. I'm
I
just
know.
going to say it now. What a strange child. Is there any more? We have some more over there?
Bowen, what is your relationship with forgiveness?
What? Dang.
That is
Hot
so
damn.
good.
This is why people don't come on this
Hot
program.
damn,
They're
hot
just like,
shower.
What? What? In
Are
what
you okay
context?
with-
Are you good
I
at
need, like-
forgiving?
have you
I need-
forgiven yourself lately?
Yeah,
Owen?
I mean, it depends on how mad I am in the moment, but like, me and Jordan are both Taurus babies, whatever.
Bullshit.
So like,
We're adult.
So your parents were
we're,
Taurus.
We're adult Taurus babies. That's what
adult Taurus babies. This is a good word for it. I am stubborn as hell.
Yeah. He's really stubborn, but he'll get over it.
I will get over it.
fast.
I get
But he'll
like
get so mad.
Dude, I get so angry, and then 5 minutes later we can have coffee. It's okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a
I can hug it out.
burning
I just
question.
gotta it's gotta go, and then I'm done.
Well,
I'm
guys,
sorry.
to close it out this evening, thank you guys again for playing. It was amazing.
Oh.
The set was just, and playing all original. I love that stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
And give a hand for like doing all original stuff because
Yeah.
it's so
Thank you
so
guys so much.
refreshing.
Give a hand to yourselves for enduring
Yes.
all this
Good for you
this
guys.
Yeah,
nonsense.
thank you for staying, y'all.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
did
you.
it. Last question: what is your favorite spice, and how are you going to use it? Lamont, we'll start over there.
Oh, cool.
Cinnamon. I like cinnamon. I like to mix it with sugar, and I like to just like pour it out on my hand and just eat it.
Cinnamon jack.
You cut it with
He likes to
sugar,
eat
but then you just
spoonfuls.
I
lick
cut
it up.
I cut it with sugar, then I just eat it by the handful.
That's what comforts you when you're sad, right?
Yes, I'm not gonna make
Eating
it. I'm not-
handfuls of sugar.
I'm not gonna make a big deal of this. I want everybody to get their answer in, but I did have to throw away an entire thing of cinnamon sugar because I was just eating it by the handful. I was like putting it in peanut butter and then stirring it up and eating it like a monster. I had to throw the whole thing away.
Are your teeth real? Are they?
Not for much longer. But I had to pour water in it, so I just poured water in it and salt in it. That way I wouldn't eat it.
It's like
I have no self-control.
It's like the cigarette
You had to
smoker who
poison
just,
your own
like-
sugar.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
I did.
Draven, what's your spice? I see you out of here. Man. See you, Lamont.
And that's it.
Draven, what are you spicing up?
Man, whatever they put on hot chicken.
Where you
He's
going?
abandoned you.
Whatever their spice is, I would put it on more chicken. So it's just like a full circle of chicken.
Wait.
for me.
Whatever spice?
Yeah, whatever spice they put on like most good hot chicken. Like what would they be
Like Nashville hot chicken? Is that a thing?
What is
Memphis
it?
hot chicken?
Cayenne
That's a
pepper?
thing?
Paprika's in there.
Paprika, cayenne, yeah. That's
Do you ever branch out and put the hot chicken sauce on like something else though?
If you go to Kroger, you can get a hot chicken spice
Now, if
bottle of
where's
it.
my fanny pack? I usually got like
Get that
yeah,
man his
I usually
fanny
got
pack.
I usually get just like a thing of condiments. You know, I got some.
Dude, you
got-
pulled
I
up
got like
you
some
put
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A
sauce
sauce.
in there
Yeah.
from like 2 months
What's the
ago that I
stuff
need
you
to throw
always
away.
try and keep in there though?
Probably some Louisiana hot sauce.
There you
Just- Just for the
Straight up. That's good.
just for
Makes
the kids.
everything better. He came prepared.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I didn't tell him to bring their own spices. Kevin, what's your spice?
I don't know much about spices, really. I mean, I like Old Spice. That's my favorite kind of deodorant that I wear.
It's a good spice
smells
to
good.
have right there.
But in terms of food, like I said, I like spicy stuff, peppers. I don't know a lot of the names.
Like
If I had a
ghost
list of
peppers?
them-
Do you eat the
I have
like
eaten a
raw
ghost pepper. Yes, I've eaten a ghost pepper before, actually in college.
Bless.
I haven't tried the Carolina Reaper. That's supposed to be like one of the hottest ones in the world.
Torture.
But
So you're just an ultra hot sauce, man. That's what I'm getting.
kind of. I'm not
I
crazy
wouldn't
or anything.
expect it.
I
wouldn't
just
expect
like
it
hot.
out of you.
Crazy.
I don't know how it happened. It's
Do
just,
you ever accidentally touch your eye and just like, or have you
Not anymore.
wised up? Not anymore.
Yeah.
You do that once. All right,
I did
Bowen,
do-
you're the last.
Curry powder.
Just curry powder.
I love curry.
Do you-
yeah.
Do you like ever make curry spaghetti or anything weird like that?
I did. So I went Whole30 one time, and I found you can't eat sugar, like processed sugar, or add it
Yeah,
to
what
it.
30 days of whole
Well,
foods.
just
That's
like
what I'm guessing.
fruit.
I mean,
So what he hates the most is the only sugar
Only-
you can
only
ingest.
fruit.
Can't have honey, anything. So, but you have sweet potatoes. You can have any. You can't have carbs. You can have sweet potatoes. So I would use a cheese grater to grate up sweet potatoes, put a fried egg over it, and put curry in the sautéed sweet potatoes. It worked out. I promise. It sounds terrible right now because I can't explain anything.
that's extreme.
But
Never ever heard of this. What do you call this?
breakfast.
A fried egg with some sweet potatoes and curry powder.
Can you do something for me?
Yeah.
Can you create a side project where it's just him half explaining how to cook a meal?
And I try and
I
do
don't
it.
want to. Like you're asking me questions. I won't talk unless you ask. Like it's not. Or unless they're answering questions, then I answer it for them.
What do you have any other like weird recipes that you do before we go?
No.
Do you make a weird pizza? A lot of people make weird pizzas.
Okay, I like
Hey, there's one
the
there.
pineapple on pizza thing. I like pineapple bacon on pizza.
That's awful.
Sue me.
That is
It's getting a little too political here, so we're gonna have to cut it off right here, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. online and all our friends who came out tonight. And give it a big round of applause for Lamont Landers Band.
Thank y'all.
Keeping it spicy in Huntsville.
Thank you, thank you.
Stand up and bow. Stand up and bow.
Yeah,
Jim.
yeah.
Stand up and bow.
You're gonna bow. Dude, I'm not going to bow. That's just-
One more
Sorry.
time.
Well
One more time.
done. Great job.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
good.
All right, okay.
Very good.
Yeah, it was all off.
Sorry about that, guys.
Thank you guys for coming out. And we do this every week online, but this is the first month-to-month live show we are doing. And we will have more to come, so stay tuned. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye, Internet. Goodbye, friends. Keep it spicy.